Hello and welcome everyone to Anfield Road TV. Yet again, another Premier League live watch along on the channel. Hope you're all well, Reds, whatever you're doing. Any Brentford fans, any, obviously, most importantly, Arsenal fans as well. Let us know your thoughts. Get your score predictions in the comment section below. Hopefully, from our point of view, it is going to be a night of drop points for Arsenal. Obviously, Ipswich done the business against Chelsea last week, so fingers crossed. Brentford, who will probably, as a neutral point of view from I'll absolutely love watching Brentford. Very much one of the underdogs in the Premier League, but I think the job Thomas Rank has done is being nothing short of absolutely spectacular, to say the very least. Anyway, limited budget, but certainly he spent money in the right areas, and I think it is a miracle that Brentford do stay in the Premier League every single year, and that is obviously to the very much detriment, of course, to Thomas Frank. I think Brentford fans won't like me saying this, but I think there will come a season, hopefully for Thomas Frank, where he is given an opportunity at a bigger club, because I think he could certainly do a very good job. The way he speaks, the way he articulates himself, the way he presents his team fundamentally on the football pitch is absolutely massive as well. But the most important thing about tonight's show, as always, is the chat. Chat, how are we? Hope you haven't got any heavy heads if you went out last night on New Year's. Hope if you did, you all behaved and you looked after each other anyway. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Do drop a like on the video as well. Massively does help out. You're absolute legends. 6 of you's in, and there's only 2 likes. Can we get those? Yes, we can get those likes up, chat. If you haven't already done so, little like button below the video. Drop a like on the video as well. Massively helps out. Dislike it if you want as well. Sounds all helps the algorithm anyway. But Mark, how are we? Mark saying, I hope Arsenal are caught napping tonight. Fingers crossed, lad. That is going to happen. Fabian, big up, mate. Hope you're well. He said he's hoping for an Arsenal, hoping for a draw. Really, Mark saying Brentford have been strong at home. They have. They've only lost one home game all this season. Which is absolutely massive, and that was only only a couple of days ago anyway, recently. So yeah, for me, they're an absolute phenomenal footballing side, and I think obviously with the loss of Ivan Toney, that's obviously presented Wissard and Mbeumo with the opportunity to put a bit more onus on them to get the goals. But I tell you what, chat, I have been going on for the last couple of seasons as well about Mbeumo. When Salah does leave, I think there's an opportunity there, not just for Liverpool, but for a lot of clubs. I think Mbeumo, could he make that leap up to a bigger club? I think time would tell, really, but I really like the profile of Mbeumo, if I'm being honest. He can play all across the forward line, can play through the central areas and certainly down that right-hand side, and he's still only, 24? 25 years old as well. I think everyone goes, nah, he's older, but he's certainly a highly talented player, and I think certainly if there was a bit of development there from obviously potential coach in the future, certainly Thomas Frank gets the best out of him as well. But do let us know your comments in the comment section below as well. Nice one for that, Mark. Obviously, if you are wondering where the watch-alongs are for the Liverpool games, you can, as Mark's put in there in the link. Anfield Index this season as well. Been given a great opportunity, and I'm loving every second of it. To the lads and ladies over there. So please do head over to Anfield Index TV. Please do head over, drop a subscribe. Obviously, you've got plenty. It's not just watch-alongs. You've got plenty of great LFC content throughout the week, throughout the season, and throughout the year, because it's absolutely going to be an absolutely amazing season for every single Red around the world as well. Yeah, Arne Slot is absolutely bossing it at the minute, and long may it continue. So yeah, Reds, that's still obviously a link. Check that out as well. Big up there, Fabian. Good, thanks. Hope to have a big smile after Arsenal failing to get the win today. Fingers crossed, Fabian. And yeah, anyone that's in celebrate Christmas or any holiday periods in December, hope you had a lovely time. And obviously, New Year 2025. Hopefully, it's a big year for everyone, and health, most importantly, for everyone. Doug, how are we, lads? We'll get to the starting 11s as well. Apologies, Chas. We'll get to the starting 11s in a little second, but once we get to everyone in the comment section below tonight, most importantly, Doug, Happy New Year as well, mate. Happy New Year to you, La. As I said last night, hopefully the family is well and you're looking after one another. Doug's going with a shock 2-1 win for Brentford against Arsenal. Yeah, I'm going to go with a Brentford win, only under the idea that if it's the proper Brentford that turn up tonight, they'll certainly do the job on this Arsenal side. Chat, let's get those likes up as well. 10 of yous in, only 4 likes. What are you doing? Like, if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're a Brentford fan, I'll do my very best to commentate through tonight's game. As always, love nothing more than speaking about football, talking about football. I know we're a Liverpool channel, but everyone's welcome anyway. Whatever team you do support as well, apart from Real Madrid fans at this moment in time. Yeah, especially with Treads. Obviously, try and get to at least 20 likes before we do kick off anyway. We are 17 minutes away from the kick-off of Brentford away at, obviously, Arsenal away at Brentford anyway tonight. We'll get to the starting 11s for both teams. Good to see Flecken back to full fitness. There was a bit of an injury concern last week. We did go down. I think a lot of people did take them out of the FPL teams, which he's back to full fitness now, the Brentford goalkeeper. Certainly, like a lot of these Brentford players, he's certainly, how old is he now, Flecken? Yeah, he's 31 now. In terms of his development over the last couple of seasons, he's a solid Premier League goalkeeper. And he's forever and good about this Brentford side. They've got a lot of thanks to speak about Flecken. At the back line for Brentford, Roslev, Collins, Vandenberg, former Liverpool centre-half as well. Good to see he's getting an opportunity, and hopefully we do see the development long-term for him. Lewis Possett playing left wing-back, or left back anyway. And then in the midfield, you've got Janelt, Yomolenko, Norgard and Damsgaard, obviously. And then up front, you've got the two main key threats, not just for Brentford, but I tell you, two of the most exciting players in the Premier League and in Europe, really. I do like watching both of them play. You've got Wissa and Mbeumo, providing a lot of pace, a lot of direction, certainly a lot of quality, hopefully tonight when they get inside the penalty area and hopefully bang a couple of goals past Arsenal tonight. For Arsenal, David Raya, strong back line as always for Arsenal. You've got Timber playing right back, Saliba, Gabriel and Calaflori. Good to see him back into the starting 11 anyway. Strong, apart from no Declan Rice for Arsenal tonight. It is obviously a midfield trio of Odegaard, Partey and Marino. And then up front, I think it's got Wanyeri, obviously the young lads. Wanyeri off the right-hand flank, Gabriel Jesus through the middle, and Gabriel Martinelli down the left-hand side as well. Let's have a little look at Arsenal's bench. You've got Jorginho, you've got Lewis Kelly, Neto, the goalkeeper. Declan Rice is on the bench. Very surprised he hasn't started. I don't know if there's any Arsenal fans out there. Don't know if he's coming to this game with a slight knock or whatnot. Possibly anyway. Then you've got Declan Rice, Kieran Tierney, Trossard and Zinchenko as well for Arsenal. So, yeah, a couple of benches. But come on, Brentford. For Brentford, possibly, let's have a look at their bench. Yeah, you got Schade, Jorgani, I think it's the young lads anyway for them, and Arthur and Janssen as well, obviously a Danish central midfielder as well. So big changes are afoot for Arsenal. It's a big season for any Gunners, if they are, in the comment section below. This is what happens when Liverpool have set the precedent, really, in regards to the Premier League. We'll just keep on winning, keep on winning, keep on winning. That's all Liverpool can do, but it's up to the likes of Arsenal, likes of Chelsea, likes of City to try and keep up the pace, because hopefully they can't tonight. But the thing is, Arsenal now, for every whatever match week they go into, they cannot afford to drop points. They honestly can't. Yeah, I think the more drop points for the likes of Chelsea, City and Arsenal, I think this Liverpool side, our Liverpool side, very much grows from strength to strength, really, in that regard. Chat, 11 people in already, only 6 likes. Get those likes up. Can we get at least 10 likes in about 5 seconds? If you haven't already done so, drop a like on the video. Massively, not just on my content, but for anyone's content you are watching on YouTube or any other social media platforms. Make sure you are smashing the like button as well. Go on, chat, get those likes up. 12 of yous in, 7 likes. Get them up, get them up, get them up. Nice one there, Nigel. How are we, mate? Matthias, how are we, lads? Happy New Year to you, lads. Happy New Year. There we go, chat. That's better. Keep on. Go on. 2 more likes. I'll be happy when we get to 10 in the next 10 seconds. But yeah, Nigel, because that is the beauty. If you're ever watching anyone else's content, as mine as well, the algorithm really on all social media platforms, it's all about getting the likes up. Really gets the engagement from everyone, and it really pushes everyone's content out there as well. The absolute legends. Nigel, how are we? Good to see you are, Jack, and chat. Hope everyone has had a good Christmas as well. Most importantly, Nigel, I think you've been very busy over last week anyway. I don't think I've seen you in the comments. Yeah, I think you probably have popped in anyway, but obviously first time I've actually got to speak to you properly, mate. Hope you had a lovely Christmas, mate, and a new year. You're absolute legends. That's what's with the man? Oh, Alan, don't you start, lads. Nah. This is for Brentford. Yeah, no, it's no Man City, lads. No, never, lads. Never. But all good, mate. I know you're winding me up. It's all good, lad. Good to see. Yeah, good to see you, mate, as well. Russell. Check out your score predictions in for tonight's show, anyway. You haven't already done so. If you haven't liked the video, do drop a like on the video. We are 11 minutes away from kick-off. Obviously, the teams will be coming out anyway. But yeah, it's always a joy, chat, to watch this Brentford side. Certainly not a joy this season watching Arsenal. They're just heavily reliant on set pieces. There was a time in football where Stoke City were absolutely getting battered for their approach in terms of just being set piece FC. But now, because it's Arsenal doing it, it's sexy in football. Like, it's like, oh, scoring off set pieces. Yeah, they're a massive part. But don't ridicule Stoke City and other Atletico Madrid's out there, like, when you play them and you get frustrated when they beat you. So it's absolutely madness, to say the least, anyway, but that is football. And, yeah, because at the end of the day, the most important thing is bloody getting 3 points anyway. Big up there, Mark. Russell, for the fantasy team, he wants a 0-0, but then a draw means they still are a long way behind Liverpool. Yeah, chat. Russell's gone with a 0-0. Chat, get your score predictions in. I'm gonna go with a classic Brentford 3-1 win tonight. Hopefully that is the case. We want a draw for all Liverpool fans in the comment section below as well. We want a draw. Oh, we want a Brentford win. We're even more made up if we get a Brentford win. And it's not ahead of Brentford to get a result out tonight, because I think even when we've played Brentford this season, and certainly over the last couple of years, Brentford, the Brightons, the Forests, especially this season, they do the business in certain games against us. They frustrate us, but Brentford away from home is always, for every Premier League side, one of the biggest, most difficult grounds to go to and really pick up 3 points. But I think if Liverpool and the other top teams come to Brentford have only been beaten once all this season as well, so that just goes to show like how difficult it is. But yeah, big up there, Russell. Fingers crossed, mate. Chat, I've just checked my fancy football. You are having a giraffe. I've got Mbeumo on the bench. What am I doing? Oh no. Is anyone injured or suspended this week? Oh, I've got to replace Joe Gomez because he's injured as well. Whoa, what an absolute mare there, chat. Yeah, because Timber's starting tonight. Yeah, and Wizard are both starting. And no one's been injured or suspended. Well done. Watching Mbeumo banging an hat-trick tonight. I know, absolutely fuming. Yeah, we made up, but people that don't know that we've just spoke about the FPL points, it's one of them. Disappointing. I don't know why I've got Wissa and Mbeumo both in. Well, I do, because they're probably two of the highest ranking players in the FPL this season as well. I tell you, Arsenal fans getting irritated after our West Ham match, claiming we were stealing their set. Oh, Matthias. It's the joy that keeps on giving with not all Arsenal fans, and I do state not all Arsenal fans. The sensible Arsenal fans are sound, but some of the waffle. Some of them do chat anyway. It's yeah, like we played them in the pre-season, didn't we, Matthias? And we all remember that game against Arsenal. And set pieces, it's not just Arsenal that have just been good on set pieces in terms of creating like scenarios. It's set pieces have been a massive part of football for the last 120 odd years since its incorporation, really. So it's going to be one of them. And Craven, German Cuisine. Ah, yeah, Nigel, go ahead, lads. Go and smash it in the takeaway tonight. I was going to say, me and you, Nigel, we always speak about food, don't we? In the comments. It's terrible, really, but we love our scran. There we go. Get your score predictions in, chat. I've gone 1-3-1. Big up there, Oliver. Going to go with a 1-0 for the brilliant Thomas Flank. Thomas Flank? Sorry, chat. Thomas Frank. There we go. You did say it right, Oliver, not me. But good to see a couple of new faces in here, chat, as well. Obviously, Oliver, if you are new around here, mate, do smash that like button as well, mate. And we've got plenty of shows coming out this season as well. Post-match shows, obviously pre-match shows, transfer shows this January as well. Plenty of content to fill your boots, really. Big up there, Ryan. Chat. I might then have to go off camera and change this top. Streaming in a blue t-shirt. Ryan, yeah, there we go. Chat. Behave, chat. I love you, really, all these chat. But yeah, I should have wore something. I definitely haven't got a Brentford top anyway. New season, new chat. There we go. Ryan, hope you're well, mate, and hope you had a good New Year's, and obviously all the fanbo are safe and well, mate. Nice one for tuning in, lads. Yeah. Arsenal will struggle without Saka. Big up there, Everest. Hope you had a good New Year as well, lads. But I still think they will win this. Fingers crossed, mate. Yeah, it's one of them. Like, how have you gauged all of his chat in watching Arsenal this season? Have you watched them on Match of the Day or watched the highlights on YouTube and all that? Like, they're so that to me. Yes, as we just said before, like set pieces are a massive part for every football team, yeah. But when you're so overly reliant on set pieces, for me, from a tactical sense, that to me indicates from non-set piece like tactics and all that, they're not creating enough and they're not scoring enough. Really, for me, you watch Liverpool, or even if you go back 12 months watching Arsenal. Like, Arsenal were scoring goals. I think everyone enjoyed watching Arsenal. But now, I think for me, they've gone backwards massively in terms of how they try and go about winning games of football. Like, it's mad. Evening, John. Hope you're well, mate. Good morning, Jack. Let's hope it's a great year for the Red Men. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Could you imagine if Man United get relegated this season as well? They're not that far off. Tell you, Everton. Matt Oxley's still in. Everton finish above this Manchester United side anyway. But yeah, it's and Brentford, big ups. As I said at the top of the show, chat. Cast your votes in the comment section below. We'll end the poll. Oh, chat. For anyone that hasn't put your vote into the poll, chat, you've all got Brentford winning the game. We love to see it. Try and get your prediction in. Is it Brentford going to be winning tonight, or is it Arsenal? Silly me, didn't put a draw option. But I should have done that. But in terms of winning, who do you think will win tonight? Come on, Brentford. I do not like this Arsenal walkout jacket, chat. Is it me or is it you? Like, it's pure American, like NFL basketball. Like, it's just nah. Like, go out there with, like, a sound jacket on, lads. Yeah. Don't know why I'm fuming over the jacket, but we move. Just, no. Don't like that. Like, that to me screams a baseball jacket. That's it. Not an NFL or basketball. A baseball team would wear that, like the New York Yankees or the Red Sox or something. Not Arsenal or not an English football club. But, yeah. Fuming over the jacket. We move. But big up there, John. Hope you had it. Yeah, fingers crossed, la. If you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the video as well. Massively does help out. It's 15 of yous in. Can we get those likes up, chat? 13 likes. Try and get to 20 likes before we do get to, obviously, the kickoff, which will be very, very, very soon anyway. Fastly approaching the kickoff in a little second. Brentford playing the usual 3-4-1-2 formation. Damsgaard's going to be playing attacking mid. Behind Mbeumo and Wissa, Lewis Potter left wing back, Yomalinku, Norgard and Roslev in the midfield 4. Obviously protecting the back line anyway. Janelt, Collins and Vandenberg. Go ahead, Sepp, lad. Sepp loved in interviews, and he sadly Trent doesn't really like it. You love it, Mattox. You absolutely love it. You love it, lad. Yes, you do. Yeah. Boston, bro. Yeah, Nigel. Big up, mate. Yeah. Let's be honest, Jack. We all know what is happening at Manchester United. Yeah, it's madness anyway in that regards. Damo, how are we, lads? Nice, massive thank you for tuning in, mate. Have you seen the horrendous Man United black and white basketball jackets? No, we haven't, Damo. I'm certainly not going to Manchester United's website anyway. Yeah, we don't have to smash them 10-0 on Sunday, lad. There was a clip going around. I know if you haven't, like if you've watched the latest Star Wars, it's when Kylo Ren or proper going geeking ear chat. But he's going more like, no. Why I'm explaining it, none of you probably even watched the new Star Wars. And the new Star Wars is absolutely awful. Yeah. But just when everyone's sat in the cop on Sunday, we're wanting more. We're going to be 35 minutes into the game on Sunday, and we're going to be hopefully 3-4-0 up, and we're all going to be sat in the ground, sat around the wheel, going more. We want more goals. Attack. But yeah. Cannon, lads. That's a red card. That is a red card. Love you, chat. Yeah, chat and bear well. Yeah, you do cheer me up as always, chat. Much appreciated. Right, we are going to be starting this game. Would help if I put me headset on. So if you are wanting to listen to the audio commentary, or if you're out and about in work or whatnot, or if you are watching the game and you want to sync up the commentary, you can very much do so with the clock there. And we are underway. Arsenal with a big game away from home in the Premier League. Come on, Brentford. Can Thomas Frank's men do the business, not just for themselves, but for the mighty Reds anyway? But chat, keep on getting your comments in the comment section below. Hope you've all had a very good start to your new year, and hopefully it's a very good year for the Reds. And for all yous in general as well. How are we, Connor? You had a good stream last night, lads. Plenty of people in, which is good to see, mate. Keep it up. But Arsenal shooting from right to left. And Brentford in the red and white jersey, shooting from left to right. Very compact side, Brentford. Really difficult to get past, but really the intensity this Brentford side does play with. Right, chat, we've ended the poll. 52% of you think Brentford will win tonight, and 47% have gone with Arsenal. Big up there. Hope that is correct. All right, nice one for everyone that got involved in that poll. Yeah, shout out to Wales as well. How are we, chat? Yeah, fingers crossed there, Con. Masterclass from Brentford. Ball into the penalty area, cleared by Vandenberg. Oh, if it was Roslev, sorry there, chat. Yeah, it was Roslev. Much Saliba. Arsenal really pushing players very deep into the territory of that Brentford defence. Lovely ball by Odegaard to find Gabriel Jesus. Edge of the penalty area, Jesus just ran straight into the Brentford midfield. Very compact, as you would expect. Good defending there. Mike Collins. Timber down the right hand. Oh, looks like Gabriel Jesus. Potentially might be a bit winded, really. I think, yeah, he's winded. Holding his stomach there. Did get absolutely walloped with the ball there, chat. Let's have a little look at this. Oh, saying that, it was just got a little elbow into his stomach there. Nothing malicious from Brentford, just to coming together. So Arsenal down this right-hand side. Started. That going to be a free kick? Oh, wow. That, for me, should have been a free kick to Arsenal, just outside the penalty area, down that right-hand side. So it was an ill-timed tackle by the Brentford defender. Fair enough. Yeah, Nigel, they are, mate, 100%. Oh, that's sound, isn't it? That Guardiola, the longest serving. And Brentford are in here! Ball in! I tell you what, David Raya done really well to come out to that. Intercepting that. A lovely, lovely ball down the left. But David Raya had to come out, because if it wasn't the case, Bromo would have been inside the penalty area there to sneak a goal in. Roslev. Yeah, it was a poor foul there. Lovely little flick on from Wissa down that left-hand side. Lewis Potter couldn't quite get that ball into the penalty area. But early stages, we know Brentford do that so well in transition. Those little flick-ons into the final third. David Raya got away with that. Wissa closing down on him really quickly there. And Buemo, left by Saliba, just allowed that ball to trickle through to David Raya in the Arsenal goal. But Brentford, when they played Liverpool in the past, and certainly other top teams, really done that well. High intensity, high octane pressing as Arsenal go down this left-hand side. Now, Jesus just inside the penalty area for Arsenal. Can he get a shot off? He's still got a Jesus on the byline. Good defending by Brentford. Now, can Brentford play out of possession? No, they can't. You've just allowed Arsenal that ball straight away. Disappointing. But Arsenal with Odegaard, centre of the Brentford penalty area now. Nwaneri. All the hopes of Arsenal are on that young lad's shoulders. Highly talented player, but let's hope you just don't run him into a brick wall, really, with all the minutes. Nwaneri. I tell you what, his early dribbling so far tonight, chat. First time I've actually had the chance of actually watching him in this Arsenal side. Martinelli down the left. Great defending by Roslev. Well done, lads. Just seeing that ball out, but Nwaneri, I think he did play left back for Arsenal last week. So he's very versatile, but I think he's very happy just against that starting 11 for Arsenal. Connor, what time are you live tonight, lads? Say, you're going to be live at, is it 8 you're live? As Dennis say, lad, I'll come on that show if you need me, lads, anyway. Yeah, it was a lovely ball, that in Alan, wasn't it? Phenomenal ball. And that's going to be a foul on Buemo. Referee said, nah, none of it. Thomas Partey now. Oh, he's got away with that, Thomas Partey. Wissa with I felt with a sound interception there, but deemed to have been a bit too heavy in that tackle. The Brentford forwards. Odegaard picking the ball up from deep here. Arsenal now with Nwaneri. Needs to get his head up. He's got a couple of passing options down this right-hand side. Odegaard now. I think if Arsenal want to be anywhere close to a league title, Odegaard needs to be perfect Tell you what, nearly good build-up play there from Arsenal. A long searching diagonal switch in into the Brentford penalty area. It was a lovely little knockdown. I think it was by Martinelli, and couldn't quite direct that into the path of Gabriel Jesus. But tell you what, if that would have come off, would have been an absolutely phenomenal bit of skill from this Arsenal side. But yeah, 15 of yous in. If you are new to Anfield Road TV, I know we're a Liverpool channel, but there's plenty. Everyone's welcome on the channel, Reds and fellow rival fans as well. Do a lot of European watch-alongs as well, especially with the Champions League. When Liverpool aren't on, of course. All the Liverpool watch-alongs will be on our on for this season on Anfield Index. Make sure you do head out, check out their channel as well. Do plenty of great LFC content throughout the season. Arsenal down the left-hand side now. Calaflori looking for that overlap and run. Gabriel kept all that possession under a fair bit of pressure there. Thomas Partey, good direct ball through the middle. Arsenal now down the left-hand side. Martinelli looking for that good overlap and run there by Calaflori. Just create that bit of space for Martinelli. But from an Arsenal point of view, would have liked Martinelli to have been a bit more direct. Wanyeri down the right-hand side. I tell you what, it's got an Arsenal corner. Oh, done by the young lads. Wanyeri. Tell you what a player this lad's going to be. Not seen a lot of him this season, but tell you, if he keeps on developing well. But fair play. Many of the young players come into certain big clubs and whittle under the pressure. Not this lad. Looks like he's going from strength to strength. The more minutes he gets for this Arsenal side. Wanyeri going to be taking this corner. It's going to be an in-swinger for Arsenal. Ball in. Long searching ball. Partey's won it. Oh, fortunate enough for Brentford. Brentford couldn't get that second transition because Partey at the far post headed it straight across the Brentford 6-yard penalty area. And how is no one on the end of that? From Arsenal's point of view. Wanyeri again. Everything good about Arsenal's start to this game is going through Wanyeri. Certainly Brentford need to keep tabs on the lad down that right-hand side. Akon, go ahead, la. Just send us the link on Twitter or whatever, lad. I'll jump on. That's if you want me on, lads. Anyone seen... Big up there, Demo. Anyone seen the PGMO last week about the official who elbowed Robbo in the face? It's on the line. The first semi-final versus Spurs, of course. Yeah, Demo. I think the main thing with the PGMOL, they're all happy that Jurgen Klopp's not manager no more. I think Arne Slot, he's been very reserved at the minute. We know he had that touchline suspension already. But I think sometimes Arne Slot, he bites his tongue, really. I think he lets his football team do the talking. But what we all want to see is better improved performances from all the referees. And that goes for every football team in the Premier League. I think we spoke about that last night, didn't we, chat? In regards to, there needs to be some form of promotion in regards to the other referees that are doing a good job in the Championship. Give them the opportunity. Because obviously there's certainly a ranking system in terms of good performances, like they do in the Champions League and UEFA competitions as well. It's all about the rankings. Because if you have a bad game in Europe, even in the World Cup or whatever, you don't get any other jobs. If you're deemed to have been ranked to have had a poor game. That's how it should be in the Premier League. Marino. Cleared by Brentford. But Arsenal absolutely dominate in the early stages of possession. Odegaard, ball over the top. Timber on the overlap. Not the best of balls from Timber, but it's Calaflori's got on the end of that. And Brentford really need to just get the foot on the ball. Oh, lovely play by Mbeumo. Wisse. Is that going to be a yellow card? Good tackle by Thomas Partey. Very well-timed challenge. But, and Damsgaard, he's got past Odegaard far too easy for my liking. And Buemo, this is where he exploits the space in many of an opposition defences. And Buemo! What a goal! The man of the moment. And for me personally, post the Mohamed Salah era at Liverpool need to be keeping an eye on Mbeumo. What a player he's been for Brentford. He's caught David Ryan off at the front post. Get in! Get in, Brentford. It's their first attack of the game. And they've absolutely punished this Arsenal side there. Well, as I said, in possession. Odegaard far too easy, losing the ball on the halfway line. And Damsgaard with a lovely little ball down the right-hand side. But Calaflori just allowing Mbeumo inside the penalty area. And you can't give Mbeumo any space or time in the penalty area because he'll punish you like that. Brentford 1-0. Get in. I'll tell you what, chat. If Salah retires at Liverpool or whatever happens with Mo, Liverpool need to be keeping tabs on Mbeumo. And I'm hoping we are. Because he's such a great player, man. And I think if you're given the opportunity at a bigger club, no disrespect to Brentford, I think he can certainly make that step up. Get in. Get in there, chat. Great ball in. There we go, chat. Absolutely smashed it. But now it's up to Arsenal. All that domination, all that possession means absolutely nothing, mate. Because that's what Brentford do so well, as every football fan knows in the Premier League. They punish you in those transitions. One of the best counter-attacking sides in the Premier League in transition. And when you've got the likes of Wissa and Mbeumo up front, who cause absolute utter carnage to opposition defences. But Mbeumo, he's up for it as always. And chat, yes, as we said before, coming into this game, I've got Mbeumo on my bench for my FPL. He's going to score an hat-trick tonight, isn't he? Hopefully. I don't care about my FPL points as long as Arsenal drop points tonight. One shot, one goal. Football is absolutely beautiful in some moments, isn't it? You can shove your possession, Arsenal. Damsgaard. Roslev down the right-hand side here. Now, Arsenal, they're almost panicking to a certain extent. I felt that was a foul on Wissa, but the referee felt differently as Arsenal transition down this right-hand side now. Nuri, I think Arsenal need to move this ball far quicker, really. Especially when they nick the ball off Brentford in transition. Ball needs to be out quicker from their point of view. Arsenal. Martinelli down this left-hand side now. Calaflori. Well, if you're tuning in now, Arsenal are a goal behind. Brentford punishing them on the counter-attack. Brentford's first shot in the game this evening. A goal from Mbeumo. But Odegaard being very non-existent in the early stages of this game. For me, Odegaard needs to be performing much better this season for Arsenal. Ball into the penalty area. A needless, nothing ball really from Odegaard. Again, Jesus. He's got past one. He's got past two. Jesus inside the penalty area. I do not know for the life of me why Gabriel Jesus has not shot there. He's done so well to come off the left-hand flank there, really. Just have a shot there, lad. The Arsenal forwards at this moment in time, they're overcomplicating it for themselves. Odegaard now driving with the ball. He's found Martinelli on the left-hand side byline. Get on him, Martinelli, lads. Again, sheer bodies inside the Brentford penalty area. But yeah, Mikel Arteta says Arsenal need to be like a hamster for the rest of the season. Maybe you meant... Oh, yeah. How's Timber being booked there? Yeah, Timber has been... Yes. Oh, on second analysis, that's an awful tackle by Timber. He's absolutely near. He could have done his ankle there. He's been given a yellow card, Timber, but I'm very surprised VAR hasn't checked that. And Timber is going to be missing Arsenal's next game. Chat, who's Arsenal's next game? Wow, most home goals this season. Fair play, Brentford. They topped the charts, 27 home goals for Brentford. Liverpool have got 18th. I think we're like 4th or 5th in that statistic, but well done. We know Brentford have been phenomenal at home, but fair enough. I didn't know. I know they love to score goals, but didn't know they were top of the tree in terms of goal scores at home. Fair play. Just goes to show how deadly they can be. And Liverpool are in for a tough battle when we play them. Oh, is it Brighton, Mark? I tell you what, that's going to be a big miss. Timber missing for the Brighton game. Big miss there. Tell you, well done. The Brentford midfielders there really in winning that ball back as quickly as possible. That's what they've done much better since getting that goal, Brentford. It's keeping on the ball a bit more, which they needed to, really, because it was just backs against the wall jobs in the early stages of this game for Brentford. I think once they try and turn over a bit more of that possession, I think that's where they'll start creating a lot more opportunities at the top ends of the pitch. Yeah, Oliver. Yeah, he's been watching Mo. He has done, mate. I tell you, chat. Oh, that's got to be another foul. Saliba, Gabriel, why are you complaining, lad? You just went for the back of Mbeumo, mate. You are having a laugh. Very surprised the referee hasn't gone in there, and you can see Mikel Arteta disappointed at the minute. But yeah, chat. What are we saying on Mbeumo? I know I said off the back of that goal anyway, but for me, if Salah retires at Liverpool or if he leaves, whatever happens in the next 12 months or next 6 months, really, the end of the season. For me, Liverpool, I'm hoping the data lads for Liverpool are looking at Mbeumo because he ticks all the right boxes in terms of a top talent, really. A player that can very much, for me, get a couple more levels in terms of his potential. Top player. It's not just been this season, but over the last couple of seasons as well for Brentford. 20 minutes into this game, Arsenal do find themselves 1-0 down. If you just tuned in, it was a goal on the counter-attack. Brentford's first shot of the game. Only shot of the game so far. Absolutely punished Arsenal on the counter-attack. And Mbeumo on the front post of David Raya. Caught him out. Ooh, unlucky there. Right, Brentford. If you haven't already done, smash that like button as well. Any Brentford fans, any Arsenal fans as well, make sure you are getting those likes up. And obviously we're just commentating tonight. David. Oh, it's an awful kick out by Raya. He's got away with that, you lucky man. Tell you what, he's just nearly played that into the path of Wissett on the edge of his penalty area. I tell you what, they're so well drilled, Brentford, man. It would be interesting if Brentford did have a fair bit of money to spend. Like if they had a bit more investment, say 100, 200 million. You do wonder what they could do. I think certainly they could certainly push for the European spot, Brentford, if they had a bit more investment. Because the job Thomas Frank does is exceptional. He's a top coach, man. I'd be very surprised. There was rumours that Thomas Frank was interviewed for the Manchester United job, chat. I'm very surprised. If you're a club, like, for me, not that I'd want him to go to United anyway, but very surprised he's not given the opportunity at a bigger club. Brentford fans will be happy that he's still there, but for how long? Well done. Get up, Jesus. That's awful by... I tell you what, again. Jesus, I'm sorry, lad. You've just got to be stronger than that. He was like that, like, to the fourth official. He's not going to hold your hand there, Jesus. Got to be stronger if you want to be competing again in the Premier League, man. Does me head in when, even if Liverpool players done that as well, just looking to the referee for any help, man. Just be strong in the challenge. Let your football do the talking. But yeah, big up there, Nigel. And Zamo, get in. Get in, chat. Yeah, we do, Nigel. We do, lads. Brentford now going forwards. So halfway, midway through the first opening 45 minutes. Well, it's been a very good start from Brentford. Arsenal dominated possession in the early 10-15 minutes of this game, but didn't really create anything too much of it. Norgard. Potter down the left-hand side. Go on, Potter. Whip a ball in, lads. Ball into the penalty area. What a chance. How's he not put down to the back of the net? Unfortunate enough for Arsenal. And again, Gabriel Jesus losing the possession on the edge of his penalty area. Wissa. Oh, it's just an overhit ball for Ross left down that right-hand side. Unlucky, lads. But at the minute, Arsenal in possession. Far too poor in and around their own penalty area. Long searching ball from David Raya. Again, no one in that Arsenal forward line is keeping hold of this ball for any sustained amount of period of time. Just allowing Brentford to grow in confidence minute by minute, really. But you do look to players like Odegaard. He needs, for games this magnitude, just needs to get on the ball and start dictating the play, really. It's been really poor from their point of view. You do, chat, need to focus. Calaflori. He done that so well for Bologna in terms of coming out from the back. But as soon as I said that, case the commentator, lovely little triangles from Brentford on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Wanyeri needs a bit of help from his Arsenal teammates. Odegaard now. Odegaard. And that's going to be a foul on the Arsenal player. And it's going to be another yellow card for the Brentford midfielder. Norgard. I think he'll be disappointed with that, if we're being honest. Just tuning in now. Brentford 1-0 up, courtesy of a Mbeumo goal. He's had an absolutely phenomenal start to this season, the Brentford forward. So, Arsenal. Pick up their songs and go on. Is that any better songs? Pick up there, lads. Yeah, hopefully that's sort of the... I was going to say, chat. Let us know. I say no one's mentioned your volume, mate. Just boost your volume up, chat. Or it might be there. Yeah, Russell, I know I've been speaking to you over the last couple of years on the channel, mate. I know you've been a massive fan of Mbeumo. And if it doesn't work out for the next 12 months, mate. Ball over the top for Arsenal. Thomas Partey's absolutely missed it. Tell you what, the ball fell for the worst person possible in that penalty area for Thomas Partey. Lewis Potter, I think it was, just got an outstretched foot on that from the free kick for Arsenal. Ball over the top, and it was originally, yeah, it would have been offside anyway. Good call by the line, though. Obviously, good to see him just let the transition play, but tell you what, great defending against. Well, Thomas Partey, big miss there. Obviously, would have been offside. As Damo said there. Yeah. I think his performances, Thomas Partey, have really disappointed over the last 12 months. Ball over the top here for Brentford. Potter. Oh, what a chance, David Raya! Oh, why was he nearly put that into his own net? That was absolutely comical from the Arsenal goalkeeper. And Arsenal going forward here now. Nuri. Gabriel Jesus. To Odegaard, just outside the penalty area. And Arsenal again have just slowed the game down. Thomas Partey now. So poor by Arsenal. We'll get to that David Raya chance, or David Raya nearly own goal from his point of view when we get another replay. But Gabriel found Martinelli in the penalty area. It's clear by Brentford. But Brentford and Bremo, he's lost it. It's so poor. Partey, big save. And it's a big goal from Gabriel Jesus. I tell you what, Flecken, man. Absolutely awful from his point of view. Will Gabriel Jesus be onside? I tell you what, if he's held his run there, what a run by Gabriel Jesus inside that penalty area. But just prior to that, we've seen a big opportunity for Brentford. But it is Gabriel Jesus. Let's have a little look. Is he in an onside position, Gabriel Jesus? But it was pulled by Mbeumo, just losing the ball there. Yeah, he's onside. What a run there. An instinct running behind the Brentford backline. The quickest man to react to that inside the penalty area, Gabriel Jesus. But that's pulled by Mbeumo. Just losing sloppy possession. But Flecken, man, that is an awful save. And a big goal for Arsenal. So, yeah, fair play to Jesus, the quickest man inside that penalty area to react to that. Gabriel Jesus, in the month of December, has been absolutely imperious for this Arsenal side. It's been so crucial, again, for them getting the goals. But yeah, songs, just pause this stream now, lads. If you want to just sync it up to your stream, lads. Just all you have to do is just pause the YouTube stream. And then obviously just sync it up with yours, mate. Just so you're not get this when you're watching a video on YouTube, it's not getting spoiled for you. So yeah, it was poor, really poor from a defensive point of view, but David Raya on the other end, like 20 seconds before that chance, nearly threw it into his own goal, really, chat. Bit of a madness, really. Arsenal now going forward. Wanyeri, I tell you what, Wanyeri's been one of Arsenal's best players so far tonight. He's been absolutely at that Brentford back line, whether it's been through the middle, whether it's been through the right. When he's got the ball, he's really created something. But back to square one for Brentford and Arsenal. Tell you what, it's been a phenomenal game so far. Half an hour on the clock, 31 minutes onto the clock. Tell you what, obviously Brentford have only had one shot. Oh, they had another shot prior to obviously the Arsenal goal. But when Brentford do go forwards, it's with a lot of intent, really. And again, Wissa, Brentford. And Brentford on the counter-attack. Oh, he's tried. I tell you what, he's went for it. I tell you what, if Wissa pulled that off, would have been the greatest goal in Premier League history, mate. It's 25 yards in his own penalty, in his own half. And he's went for it. But in terms of both sides, in and around their own penalty areas, we see with the poacher finish from Gabriel Jesus. It's a phenomenal, instinctive, proper forward strike, that. It was a proper Ian Wright strike, that, chat. Just hanging on the edge of the back line. Obviously, Ian Wright done that for so many times for that Arsenal side. What a player, but what a pundit, really. I love Ian Wright. Absolutely sound fella. He's always a good laugh, really. Ball over the top there. Let's have a little look at, as I said, on the goal, really. Oh, wow. David Raya. There was a goal line check on that as well. David Raya with his... I think that would that have counted as a... But yeah, David Raya. He would have had egg on his face, really, if that went in. Wow. It was Lewis Potter off the left-hand flank there. Awful goalkeeper, nearly, from David Raya. It was nearly a Rob Green error, or... Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Keegan, legends. What a player, man. Tony, evening, mate. Hope you're well. Let's have a Seth Vandenberg winner. Come on, Tony. That's the positivity we love to hear, mate. 12 minutes left in this first opening 45 minutes of this game. If you haven't already done so, chat, do drop a like on the video if you are enjoying tonight's episode. Really does help out. Gets the videos out there a lot more anyway. To everyone, really. I know we're a Liverpool channel, but we just love football, every single one of us. Odegaard doing really well down this left-hand side under immense pressure. Played out. Done really well. Ball down the right here now. Timber in that little central pocket of space. He's got Wanyeri to his right. He's got Odegaard to his left. He's found Wanyeri. Tell you what, Odegaard now. It's a maestro of this Arsenal team. Arsenal want to be anywhere close to a title. Come what the end of May, he needs to have an absolute worldie of a season. Ball again inside the penalty area. Thomas Partey. It's a snapshot there, really. Unfortunate enough for Brentford. Got away with that. And Buemo down the right hand side. Good defending by Calaflori on the overlap now. Calaflori is in an offside position there. Well done, Lino. But 10 minutes left to go. And there's certainly a lot more goals in this game. Brentford should have got that away as well. Overplayed on the edge of the box. 100% there. So, obviously, chat, if you are watching it on a stream, or if you are watching it on, in terms of, obviously, if you are watching it on Sky Go, or if you are watching it on, obviously, TNT's app. We know, obviously, the TNT app, when you are streaming it on that, it is sometimes like 30 seconds behind or whatnot. Do sync it up to the just pause the YouTube video if you are, and then obviously you can sync it up. So obviously I'm not spoiling it really, and obviously just with the clock, just the clock there below, just sync it up with yours, and then because that's spot on, that clock anyway. It's going to be a corner here now for Arsenal. For Brentford, sorry. Arsenal defending this now. All men inside the penalty area. Calaflori at the front post with Merino. And Buemo with the ball in. Cleared by Arsenal. Not gone too far. Ball over the top. Yeah, it's going to be a goal kick for David Raya. I tell you what a half of football. All good, Tony. All good, mate. All good. Obviously, we will be live a bit later on tonight as well, as we speak a bit more about that Trent contract situation. Obviously, talk of the town at the minute. Hopefully, we get a couple of developments in that regard. But a massive thank you for everyone that did tune in last night as well. Thomas Partey now driving with the ball. He's found Calaflori down the left. Gabriel Jesus down the left-hand side now, cutting inside. Ball into the penalty area. Cleared by Collins. Not gone too far. There was a poor clearance by Collins. Calaflori. Away by Flecken. Makeshift punch there. Didn't go too far. Arsenal still got the possession. Vital possession on the edge of the penalty area now. Calaflori. Carrying that ball now. Tell you what. Timber's picked up a very central position, more or less playing as a striker in that transition. Obviously dropping in behind. I think it's a really intelligent play by Timber at the minute. He's creating that overload. He's creating that extra body in and around the Brentford penalty area. But obviously if Brentford do hit them on the break, obviously with Timber being that high up the pitch, will present our Brentford with a lot of good attacking opportunities if they play out well from the back. But certainly over the last 5 minutes, Arsenal, from a tactical sense, really trying to create that overload, getting that extra body in behind that Brentford back line anyway. Obviously Timber coming into those central pockets. Kieran Tierney's back to full fitness. Obviously, he's had awful injuries over the last couple of years, really, since he's come to Arsenal. Yeah, 100% their songs. That'd be a big miss for them, mate. 100%. Ball over the top now. Calaflori down the left-hand side here now. Poor ball. Down the left-hand side now for Arsenal. Wenyeri. Got a couple of options in and around the penalty area. Cleared. Ball over the top now. Collins. Poor header out. Calaflori. Intercepted by Mbeumo. Damsgaard. Mbeumo. That's got to be a foul on Mbeumo. Very surprised that's not a yellow card. Referee's been quite freely giving a couple of yellow cards out for that. Oh, get away with that now, Arsenal. But chat, let us know your thoughts on this game, really. Who do you anticipate going into the second half to have the better? Well, for me, Brentford keep on doing what they've been doing, but certainly Arsenal need to step it up, really, in the final thirds of the pitch from their point of view. Certain aspects when they get the ball in and around the Brentford penalty area, far too slow, really, in terms of their initial build-up. But in possession, Brentford need to be much better as well in and around their own penalty area. We've seen with the equalizer and Mbeumo just losing it on that Gabriel Jesus goal. Norgard, lovely ball forward here now. Brentford, Potter, if they can find him down the left, and they have done. Brentford, Potter, ball into the penalty area, cleared by Saliba. But Brentford, first real bit of momentum that they've had in this first half. Now, Roslev, is that doing me a corner for Brentford? It will be. Well done, Marino. Closing down that left-hand channel there on that occasion. 5 minutes before half-time. Yeah, I think he's suspended, Damo, if I'm being honest. Ben White. Let's have a little look. Oh, yeah. Knee injury. Late January. He's expected to be back. Ben White. Ball in. Cleared by Arsenal. Martinelli, not the best of clearances. Damsgaard, he's got to get this right because he's got Gabriel Jesus breathing down his neck. Nah, don't worry about it, Songs. It's all good, mate. That's it. As long as everyone's getting the comments in, we'll read out all of them and speak to you all in chat, mate. Flecken. I think he'll be disappointed with that equaliser, chat. Anyone just tuning in now. Obviously, goals from Mbeumo in the first opening 10 minutes of this game. Obviously, capitalising on a very good counter-attack by Brentford. Their first shot in the game tonight. Really punished Arsenal. And then obviously a goal from Gabriel Jesus. And Mbeumo losing the ball on the edge of his own penalty area. Obviously, a shot by Thomas Partey, which was saved, but Gabriel Jesus, who was the quickest man inside that Brentford penalty area to sniff out that opportunity and get the goal, really. It was a very intelligent finish by Jesus to make it 1-1. Oh, get up, Jesus. Not an in that. And he's having to stop it for a head injury. But there was nothing in that for me. Damsgaard, let's have a little look at this. For me, it was nothing malicious, really, if I'm being honest. It might have been a flailing elbow, but it's not a haymaker, really, to say the least. Yeah, it's one of them, mate. If you're giving fouls for that on every single week in the Premier League, football's finished, mate. Because it's his natural body movement for Damsgaard. How are players meant to run? How is Damsgaard meant to run there? He's just got to, like, jump on the spot with his arms down or move like that. Like, it's not going to happen. You need, as we know, it's one of them. As the Brentford fans chant, same old Arsenal, always cheating. Go ahead, Brentford. But yeah, I don't know what Arteta. Behave, Arteta. You've been a player, Arteta. You know that's not a foul. It's called a coming together. Madness. But chat, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you are new as well, chat. Can we get to 30 likes just before the half-time stage? There'll probably be about 3-4 minutes added on in the first 45 minutes. Hasn't been many stoppages in play, but obviously with the Jesus, he's up now. He's obviously had a bit of water and all that. It did get checked by VAR for a red card, but say what, if that was a red card, football's finished, mate. Never a foul. And now Brentford have been given a drop ball, and Arsenal's players are all back into position now. Mad. Brentford down the right-hand side now. Damsgaard picked up a bit more of a central pocket of space here now. Roslev. And that's going to be a foul on Mbeumo. Surely. No. Brentford have still got the ball here. There was a bit of space here from Mbeumo. If Brentford can get that ball down Arsenal's left-hand side. Calaflori and Jorginho. Not Jorginho. Merino, sorry. Just allowing Mbeumo so much time on the edge of the penalty area there. Saliba. Odegaard. Oh, he's absolutely shut them, lads. Put them through. Well done, Odegaard. Always good. Always good to see an nutmegs. Martinelli now all the way back to Calaflori. Yeah, it's 4 minutes there, chat. Just let me get that on the... Yeah, 4 minutes added on there, chat. Oh. But yeah, 4 minutes added on there, chat. Can Arsenal, Brentford get a goal just before the half-time? There's no better time, really, to score just before the stroke of half-time. Obviously, we've seen Liverpool do that on a couple of occasions so far this season. Most notably, that third goal against Tottenham. Obviously, Dominic Szoboszlai for us. Just gives you so much confidence as the going into the second half. Tell you what, well done, Lewis Potter. down the left-hand side. And Buemo, he's absolutely everywhere. Oh, he's lost it there. Odegaard needs to get his head up here. Odegaard, he's found Calaflori. Why is he not gone and shot? Why is Calaflori not gone and shot? Marino inside the penalty area. He's played party. Jesus is screaming for it on the right-hand side. Ball in for Arsenal. Cleared by Damsgaard. He's absolutely walloped that. And Wisse, as we know, he would absolutely chase every dead ball there. Tell you what, he's got an absolute engine on him, Wisse. Fair play. Works so hard for his Brentford team. But on that occasion there, again, Arsenal far too slow in transition. Ball needs to be out quicker. Martinelli now closing down inside the penalty area. Oh, Flecken, lads. Just absolutely put his boot through that, and he's gone on for an Arsenal throw-in down this left-hand side. 25 yards from goal. Gabriel to party. Saliba looking for those forward runs from his Arsenal teammates. Just need to get Odegaard on the ball on every occasion. Ball in. Flecken. Done a Pickford there. Fell to the ground. Eating into the pressure. Ball over the top. Tell you what, is Mbeumo on? Oh. Tell you what, that would have been interesting if David Raya didn't come out and collect that. It was a bit less power on that clearance from Flecken. Would have been burning through on goal. Mbeumo. Wow. Arsenal going forward here now. Last kick of the first half for Arsenal. Odegaard. Ball in. Cleared. It's a clearance by Jesus. Yeah, and he's in an offside position there. And that brings the conclusion of the first half. Tell you what, very good half of football that, if we're being honest, chat. So that is half-time. Arsenal 1. Brentford 1 in the opening 45 minutes. I'll tell you what. Good game of football there, chat. Is there any Arsenal fans, any Brentford fans anyway? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's been one of them, really, where Brentford haven't created a lot of big opportunities, but you certainly have punished this Arsenal side when they have lost the ball. But for Arsenal's point of view, I think they won't be happy, really, to say the least. I think if you're an Arsenal fan going into that second half, you want to be seeing a bit more, really. I think Odegaard's been far too passive, far too quiet, really. You know, the quality he does possess. But obviously, I think 1 year he's been their top player so far tonight from Arsenal. Again, I've not seen a lot of him. First time I've actually got to sit down and actually watch a full game of Arsenal so far this season, really. And he's getting a lot of plaudits and a lot of, and rightly so, because he's a young lad with a lot of top talents, really. And obviously, given the opportunity now with Saka being out for quite a fair, sustained bit of time now, he's going to be getting those opportunities. But will Arsenal do what they've done to Saka and absolutely play him in every single game and not really rotate him? And then 1 year he'll probably pick up a silly injury where it's just far too reliant on certain players as well. So it's going to be one of them, chats. But let me know your thoughts. Who's been the star players for Arsenal and Brentford in that first opening 45-minute period? But yeah. Yeah. Go there, chat. Arsenal rubbish to watch. They certainly are, Mark. If you go back to obviously watching Arsenal over the last 2 years, since they've become a very much predominant set piece team, which is mad to say the least. Obviously, it wasn't always the case for Arsenal over the last couple of seasons. They weren't always just so reliant on set pieces. Yeah, they just used to create so many opportunities. But that just comes to the opposition teams in the Premier League. I think they've become a lot more aware now to how Arsenal do play, and that's to the detriment of opposition teams, opposition managers as well, really sussing out this Arsenal side. Similar with when we analysed Liverpool as well. If Liverpool hopefully do win the league this season, next year will be even more difficult because obviously first year in Arne Slot, probably surprised a lot of managers from his point of view, from a tactical sense. Teams will try and set up a bit better when they play against Liverpool next season if we do go on and win the league. So it's all about that. And that's where top managers, they evolve their game and they evolve their teams really. I think in Arteta, I haven't seen that evolution over the last 12 months. I know they've picked up so many points, but in terms of getting his team over the line in those big games, and obviously and I say the big games, yes, they might have picked up the most amount of points in 2024 or whatnot. That's all well and good, but did they win the league? No, they didn't. Manchester City won the league, and just goes to show when push comes to shove in the big moments, this Arsenal side is very weak in that regard in terms of getting the games over the line, really. Because when you look at Liverpool over the last couple of seasons, when we've missed out on the league by 1 or 2 points, you know exactly where those points have been won and lost. It's in like you can't be drawn, and if you want to be winning the league, you can't be drawn in that many games as well, as we all know. But yeah, Liverpool find ways to win games, or have done since Arne Slot's come in. Really, the main thing is keeping players fresh, the rotation of players. But for me, as I said already on the live stream tonight, I think Odegaard really, his performances really need to step up. You need to be seeing much better performances like tonight. He's not been, for me. You look at what Salah's doing for us in terms of that Liverpool team. He's been absolutely imperious and he's put so many goals in, created so many goals. Well, for me, Odegaard, he needs to step it up. Really, he needs to keep him fit. But yeah, I need. If you're an Arsenal fan, you need to be seeing more from Odegaard, really. A player of his quality needs to be putting in a better performance than he has done tonight, really. Giving a gift for Brentford's keeper, they have been sung, 100%, mate. Arteta will be fuming. We didn't win more corners. They will probably, mate. But yeah, Tony, Arsenal remind me of Mourinho's Chelsea. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, they are a good defensive, well-drilled side, Arsenal. But I still think, like, when we analyse from an outside point of view, this Arsenal side, it's still madness that they haven't got a guaranteed 20, 30 goal a season striker. I know that's what Manchester United are currently crying out for. A lot of top European sides are crying out for a guaranteed goal getter, really. You look at Wissa, you look at Mbeumo, certainly doing the business this season. Would they do it at a top team? Possibly. I do feel if they have better players around them, no disrespect to Brentford, because I think we all love Brentford, the way in which they set up under Thomas Frank. But there's players out there in Europe. The lads from Sporting, will he go to Manchester United in the next 12 months? Well, for me, Arsenal, that's why they haven't won the league, for me. You do look at when Liverpool went out and got Van Dijk. We went out and got Alisson Becker. I know Arsenal went out and got Declan Rice. That was a big money signing, a very big money signing. But it just still, I still can't believe, and probably a lot of Arsenal fans out there, like Gabriel Jesus won't win you a league title. Don't get me wrong, Jesus has won league titles at City, but you look at the players in which he had in and around him, and that City side as well. He had quality players in and around him as well. You had your Agueros, you had your Mahrez, you had your Sterlings. He had so much quality around him. For me, and that's for me why Manchester City sold him. A bit similar with Julian Alvarez as well. Alvarez is a phenomenal footballer, and it wouldn't surprise me if he goes on and wins Atletico Madrid the league title this season. Very surprised that City sold him, but yeah, in Gabriel Jesus really needs to start banging those goals in, really. But just looking at this Mbeumo goal on the 13th minute, Mbeumo running off the back of Calafiori. Calafiori just far too passive, just allowing him time and space to get that shot away just inside the Arsenal penalty area. I'm sorry, any defender worth their salt, really, just you can't be doing that. Can't be allowing it. Yeah, big up there, Mark. Not much creativity play, very static compared to the other clubs as well. Yeah, for me, it's just you don't create enough, really, in and around the penalty area. Yes, Brentford have been getting bodies on the line, really, but it's one of them. Songs saying Michael Owen reckons Mbeumo got into his left foot. Yeah, it's is that who's commentating on your game? Their songs. can I say, mate? Yeah. What commentary does he do in terms of, is it CBS or whatever? Owen's commentary. Yeah, yeah. I love Ian Wright. Oh, is he? Obviously, I think they're the pundits, aren't they, mate? But yeah, I'll tell you what, they're crying out Arsenal for an Ian Wright in that team. Could you imagine a prime Ian Wright in this Arsenal team? He probably certainly would get them the league title as well. Because Arsenal's defensive line over the last 12 months has been very good. But I think in terms of Thomas, I don't get why on the TNT broadcast, why are we allowed to see like team talk from Thomas Frank? Like, I'm guessing obviously you don't listen, you can't hear the Are they doing like a documentary chat? Does anyone know? Like, is that just been a thing this season? It's mad. Because for me, like, whatever the manager's saying, like half time, it's like kind of sacred, really. Like for me, if I think of others with a coach, I certainly wouldn't want like to just see you just talking to the team, even if you are absolutely blasting the players as well. It's gonna be mad. Everest, one key player missing, and the whole team regresses as well. Yeah, Everest. Yeah, it's mad. And for me and for all of us, all the sensible fans out there, it's never good to see Saka get injured. But that Saka injury was coming because they've played him for the best part of every single minute for what, the last 2-3 years, or since he's come into that Arsenal side. It's madness that they haven't got an understudy to Saka. They've got Wanyeri now, obviously a young player, but again, Wanyeri will probably get injured as well. Big up there, Everest. Hope you're on the family. Big up there, mate. Yeah, Everest. Good to see you in the comments, mate. Good to see a lot of you in the comment section below tonight as well, everyone. If you're an Arsenal fan, a Brentford fan, you're all welcome. Mate, absolute legends. Can we get to 30 likes? If you haven't already done so, chat. I know if you probably already smashed it, but if you haven't done, do drop a like on a thumbs up on the video. Massively helps out. We're currently on 24. Can we get to 30 just before the second half starts? Yeah. Mark saying he loves Saka as well. I think a lot of us do, mate. He's a phenomenal footballer. For me, there was a time really where if Salah did go, I would have liked to have seen Saka come in, but it's the wages for Saka. I don't think Saka's going to be going anywhere over the next 5 years. He's on massive money at Arsenal. 6 goals from his last. Big up their songs saying Jesus has got 6 goals from his last 11 attempts. And that's what he needs to do better, though, songs. How many times when we've watched Jesus at City or even at Arsenal since he's come in, I think he's been one of them. Everyone used to say, obviously, Jesus, he's a build-up striker and all that. And we know, like, with Bobby Firmino when he was at Liverpool, he didn't get you a lot of goals. He got you some important goals, but obviously it was more about how Firmino made the Liverpool team play. He got the best out of Salah, he got the best out of Mane down that left-hand side. But certainly if Jesus keeps up those numbers, songs, he will massively help that Arsenal side. But yet again, they need to keep him fit as well. But I just find it, chat, are you surprised that Arsenal just haven't got that top striker, like elite level striker? It is mad. Like even if you look at it over the last 2 years as well, it's madness. Like even when Ivan Toney was at Brentford, very surprised that Arsenal, a team like Arsenal, didn't go in for him. Really, especially considering he had like 6 months left on his contract, prior to his Saudi move. But it's madness, really. It's one of them. But I think long may it continue from our point of view, from a Liverpool point of view. If Arsenal don't go out in this window, and especially over the next year or so, if you don't go out and get that striker, that's where I think they will very much shoot themselves in the foot. In that regard. So we are fastly approaching the second half here as well, chat. You're absolute legends. Really do appreciate everyone with the support as well on the shows. You're absolute legends over the last couple of weeks as well. Or the last 20, or whole of 2024 anyway. Absolute legends. But I don't think there'll be a lot of rotation going into the second half from both teams. I think what Thomas Frank could be wanting to see from his team is when he do get the ball in and around the halfway line, really transition far better. I think Brentford's passing in certain elements of that first opening 45 minutes was really poor. When he did get the ball, similar with obviously the equalizer for Brentford, sloppy, poor passing out from the back, really. A poor touch by Mbeumo allowed Thomas Partey that strike on goal, and Jesus nicked it in the penalty area and got the goal. But in transition, Brentford, we know they can do better on the ball. And I'm pretty sure that'll be the message, really, from Thomas Frank going into the second half. Be a lot more aware in the press as well, because I think certainly we haven't seen that from Brentford so far tonight. Arsenal have defended good in elements, obviously not on the goal really, but taking that goal aside, I think they've dealt with Brentford really well, and very well structured defensive performance by this Arsenal side. But certainly when Brentford get the ball going forward into that second half, need to be a lot more clinical and a lot more precise in those attacking spaces, really. Obviously, Australia versus India. Obviously, they're in the 5th test. Tell you what, that'll be a big game anyway. I haven't watched cricket in a while anyway. Do like watching 2020 though. 2020 cricket's good. Yeah. Fair enough. All done, Brentford. We are probably fastly approaching the second half. Yet the players are coming out for the second half here, chat. And we'll be very much underway in the next minute or so. But this is where games, especially Arsenal, let's have a little look at the league standings as it stands at the minute in that regards for Arsenal. Let's quickly get the table up, the live standings. So, if Arsenal do draw this game tonight, Liverpool could go 10 points clear of Arsenal if we win our game in hand, which is absolutely madness to say the least, really. But even if, tell you what, if Brentford do get the winner tonight, can get the points on the board, that would put Liverpool 11 points ahead of Arsenal if we win our game in hand anyway. And obviously Arsenal got on the horizon this week as well. Got Brentford. Yeah, Brentford. Brentford away, I think. Is Arsenal? Yeah, Brentford. They've got Brentford away. Quick look on the fixtures. Yeah, Brentford. So Arsenal's next couple of fixtures as well, chat. You got Brentford away on Saturday. This coming Saturday, we will be doing a watch along for that game. So keep your eyes on the notifications for that. It's a difficult period now because Arsenal have got Brighton away. Then they've got Newcastle at home in the EFL Cup. Then they've got Manchester United at home, guaranteed 3 points for Arsenal in the FA. Oh, it's the FA Cup. Sorry, chat. They've got them in the FA Cup, and then they've got the London derby against Tottenham. That's going to be a big game, but Arsenal will probably win that because Spurs are absolutely awful this season. And then you've got Villa. So a couple of tricky ones. See where they are in that regard, really. And obviously you've got Wolves in a couple of weeks' time as well. But the big one, main thing for us as well, chat, is going to be that big game for Arsenal on the 2nd of February when Arsenal do play City at home. So, obviously, Arsenal shooting from left to right. And we are underway for the second half. Yeah, can Brentford or can Arsenal capitalise in this second half and get 3 very valuable points away from home? And Bremo, yeah, seems to have been fouled there. Oh, big up there, Oliver. Oh, were you getting all the house stuff sorted? Nah, appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Tamo saying a bit of a slow start for both teams in the second half. I'll behave, Saliba. Damo, any pundit saying United needs to sell to buy with FFP or FFP, PSR concerns? Who would they buy? Any of their squad, especially if they were on big wages? I think Rashford has a two years left on his big contract. Yeah, obviously when we watched that United game, obviously a couple of nights ago, didn't we, chat? It was obviously the United Newcastle game. We predicted Newcastle would win that game. But I think with that, not just Manchester United, but a lot of teams in the Premier League with PSR and obviously sustainability, like for us, for normal people out there, that just very much like the money. And I say because footballers, it's just another world they live in, really, innit? Like you're looking at like someone wearing like 300 grand a week. I'll just say not just for kicking the ball because they are very good at what they do, but it just goes to show the amount of money in football that a player is, for any player for that matter, in England, if you're earning 350 grand, 300, it's another world, really. But certainly there's a lot of footballers out there that do a lot of charity work and do a lot for their communities back home, in and around the world as well. And that's what football should be all about, giving people, every person, the opportunity. If you're a good footballer, and then obviously reinvesting that money in any way they possibly want to as well. But yeah, United are the knackered really, chat, aren't they? With their wages. Got the biggest wages in the league, haven't they, I think? But the thing is, their fans won't allow. Because what United really need to do is go out and buy like 5, 10 to 50 million pound players. But the United fans will be like, oh, why are we buying these? They're rubbish. And they won't allow them time to really develop. Because you look at Robbo, we signed Robbo from Hull, we signed Ginny from Newcastle. It's not always, you don't always have to go out there and spend big on like big, well-known players. You've just got to fundamentally make a good squad, a very good squad that is competitive. Arsenal have got a corner here now. Brentford have got to step up here. Cleared by Brentford. Wissa. It's going to be another corner for Arsenal. It's interesting from Brentford's point of view when they are defending set pieces. Chat, always keep an eye on the opposition teams, how they set up against Arsenal on set pieces. I think they've gone zonal, Brentford, tonight. Let's have a little look at this. Yeah, zonal. It's a mix of zonal and then man for man on the penalty spot. So in terms of like, it's a 2-5-3 on a corner there. It's good to see Brentford you've got protection in around Flecken as well if needs be. Two of their players. Ball in from Arsenal off this corner. It's been punched. Oh, it's 2-1. And Arsenal again. Off the set pieces. They've done it again. And as I was saying, it looked originally that they had protection from Flecken. But even those players, it was awful by Brentford. It's absolutely chock-a-blocker inside the 6-yard penalty area. But the players that were close to Flecken, it's awful. Absolutely. But Arsenal will get a lot of the plaudits. But for me, from a defensive point of view, Flecken, lads, that is awful by the goalkeeper. He's absolutely flapped at that. He's got nowhere near that goal. The Brentford goalkeeper. So ricochets coming off all the bodies. And for Arsenal's point of view, Merino, he's more or less unmarked in the 6-yard penalty area there. No one is tight enough there. But again, I'm not having that as being a world-class set piece. It hasn't on that occasion. It's just the fact that Arsenal put a ball into the penalty area and the Brentford goalkeeper has been horrendous on both of those goals for Arsenal. Awful goalkeeping, man. They all count, really. It's an ugly goal, but Arsenal will be made up with that now. I'd say what, Arsenal putting bare bodies in front there now, getting players into the final third of the pitch. Lewis Potter with a ball forward, and as we said, coming out into the second half, Brentford, Odegaard, he's found Merino. Brentford shambles at the minute. They haven't started the second half at all well. Far too willing to lose that ball out of possession. Fair play by Arsenal. Really stepping up the levels. Needed to. If you want to get any points away from home. Tamo said, bloody set piece merchants. Keeper got hands. But yeah, it's awful goalkeeping. Yeah, Song said Newcastle will bully Arsenal. Expect cards and injuries. Yeah, it's gonna be should be a good battle, that. Songs. We'll see in the EFL Cup game. Ball forward here now for Brentford. Like, it's like fair play from a tactical point of view as well tonight, chat. Thomas Partey's done that really well in terms of just getting in. He's more or less going man for man on Whistler and Bremo. Jesus! Martinelli 3-1. And again, it's awful from Brentford. Just that second transition, clearance in and around to, yet again, another Arsenal player. He's under no pressure at all, Gabriel Martinelli. Fair play to Arsenal. But this is very much very unlike Brentford so far this season at home. Martinelli, fair play, but you can't be allowing Gabriel Martinelli that time and space inside the penalty area, because they'll punish you like that. It's poor defending again by Brentford. I think it was Seth van den Berg. Clearance inside the 6-yard box. He's appealing and he was fouled, but there was no one. It was Collins, sorry. I'm sorry, Collins. That is awful. Awful defending. Fair play by Martinelli. That ball was spinning as well. Fair play. Great strike from the Brazilian. Right into the bottom right corner there from the Arsenal left winger. It won't be getting checked, that, for me. There's still a check on the goal, but for me, that shouldn't be getting disallowed. They're checking it for a push, but for me, Collins has hit the ground there. Yeah, and goal stands. There was no way that goal was getting disallowed. So game on now, Arsenal. Fair play. Within a matter of, 10 minutes after coming out in this second half. Brentford have been an absolute shambles, but fair play to Arsenal. Far too passive in possession, this Brentford side. And Martinelli going forward now. A lovely ball by Odegaard. That's much better by Odegaard. Ball into the penalty area. It's great to see Flecken actually catch Sutton this second half, because he's been absolutely flapping at everything. But Thomas Frank, I've said it again. Thomas Frank will be absolutely furious, and the Brentford fans will be absolutely furious the way they've started this second half. Because I wouldn't even say Arsenal have been... Yes, they've stepped up the tempo, but it's not been a case of Arsenal are blowing this the Brentford team away with like a lot of quality. It's just been poor defensive play. And there's a 6 points behind Arsenal. I'm not scared, chat, because we've watched 55 minutes of this absolute utter shambles from a defensive point of view from Brentford. We focus on ourselves. We'll do the business anyway. But if Brentford are still in this, I'd say, chat. I know they're 3-1 down, but if Brentford get the next goal here, we'll be game on. Lewis Potter down the left-hand side. Wissa away by Saliba. Brentford just need to... Sepp van den Berg, what are you doing, son? Giving away the ball on the halfway line. Been the story of Brentford's half, really. So lovely finish that now, chat, when Songs have said. Really set up, and the ball, especially the fact that that ball was like spinning, Matt. And the fact that he's got that on target as well. Fair play. Calaflori now down the left-hand side. This would be only... Calaflori. Get up. Not a foul, not a penalty. Yeah. But Brentford at the minute, it's up to Thomas Frank. He needs to do something from a tactical point of view. But as I was saying just before Arsenal got their third goal, Thomas Partey's done that so well. It's got to be a foul, got to be a yellow card as well, referee, no? Yeah, thank you. There we go. I was going to say, we stopped the promise and a counter-attack there for Arsenal. And it's going to be a yellow card, I think, for Calaflori, is it? Yeah, it is a yellow card. So, chat, have you got Calaflori in your fantasy football? He's been given a yellow card. Yeah, it was just foul on Damsgaard. But yeah, Thomas Partey, in terms of just preoccupying that space in and around the likes of Mbeumo and Wissa, he's more or less man for man. Well, he's doing his best, really, just to stop Wissa and Mbeumo getting on the ball. He's just a good 5-10 yards in front of them, really. And Brentford have really struggled to get that ball up the top end of the pitch and really control the game and get any sustained real bit of pressure. But for a technical sense from Arsenal, very well done. Flecken now with a deep searching ball inside the Arsenal penalty area. Brentford need to just control the game for a good 5-10 minutes, but Arsenal haven't allowed them anything at the ball. Big up, Jen. Hope you're well, Jen. Hope you had a good New Year's and Christmas. Hope you've all had a very good Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, everyone's just tuning in now. Arsenal have taken full control of this game in the second half. Really come out and showed their quality, really. Capitalising on Brentford's frailties at the back. Obviously, Arsenal's third goal from Gabriel Martinelli. Obviously, Arsenal's second goal. Obviously, Marino on the 50th minute. Jen, yeah, it's going to be with Trent. Jen, I don't know if you watched the video last night. We spoke quite a lot on that, really. So, chat, if you're wondering what my thoughts are on Trent, check the video out last night we done, Jen. But I just hope it doesn't get sour for Trent, Jen, if I'm being honest. I think I don't want it to play out negatively, but the way it's... Oh, Jesus! Nearly getting a fourth there. He's appealing for a penalty, the Brazilian forwards. But yeah, like, for all the great work Trent's done over the last 20 years in terms of playing for Liverpool, if he is to leave, just come out and say you don't want to leave. Or if you want to stay, come out and say you want to stay. Like, he's really... The situation could get very, very sour for Trent, and I don't want that to happen because he's a scout and he's done so well for Liverpool and been very successful for Liverpool since he's come into Liverpool starting 11. But if he wants to go to Real Madrid, sound, go on. But I think the way he's allowing this to play out, it's not the best. We'll be live at 8 PM tonight as well, chat. Obviously, we'll be live with Connor and the Cop Council as well on his channel. Yeah, it's the thing, Mark. As we spoke about last night, media controlled, really, from the club. But even to that extent, though, chat, Mark, you look at the way Salah has come out in post-match press conferences when he's went to the media. Like, all this would be eradicated if Trent, like, say, after the United game, just went to a Sky Sports reporter and said, I want to do an interview quickly. Or be puts in a man-of-the-match performance. He's not being as vocal as the likes of Van Dijk and Salah, has he? Because Van Dijk and Salah, they're begging to stay at Liverpool. And hopefully Trent's that way, but we're not really had much interviews from Trent over the last couple of weeks, have we? Even though he's been on record as saying he doesn't want to play out his contract in public, but even still, is that him saving face? Probably. Yeah, he needs to speak. Even if he feels, or his agent feels, that he shouldn't, But there's millions of Liverpool fans around the world that want Trent to stay, and we love him to bits, but it is what it is. Yeah, 100% their songs. Getting it from... Yeah. Brentford have got a corner here now. Tell you what, a goal for Brentford would be massive, really. I think if Brentford get the next goal here, chat, I think they can get certainly an equaliser. That will, for me, potentially shift the momentum. But I think an Arsenal fourth goal would absolutely, well and truly kill the game off. Yarmolenko going with Timber there. I don't know what the referee's chatting there. And Buemo. So Wissa, oh, what an opportunity that was for Brentford. Wissa pulled off the back. And Arsenal going forward here now, Flecken. He's actually done something good tonight, Flecken, putting that out for a throw-in. But I tell you what distribution that was from David Raya there on the counter-attack. What a throw that is by David Raya. A bit less power on that. Martinelli would have been 1v1 on that counter-attack. Yeah, that's the thing, Jen, and it will spoil his legacy. Of course, Liverpool fans around the world will appreciate what he's done for Liverpool, and we certainly do. But just look at the way everyone views, as we spoke about last night, Michael Owen and McManaman and other players that have gone to Real Madrid. Yeah. Looks like there's a Brentford player coming on here. Quickly, is Carvalho on the bench? Carvalho. Ball over the top here. And Buemo is chasing that ball. Bit of a skew-if clearance that from the Arsenal backline. Brentford need to get the foothold and get a bit more control in this game. Got the players to do so. And Buemo off the right-hand flank now. He's found Damsgaard. Arsenal, I think Arsenal's energy levels over the last couple of minutes have really dipped. Which is understandable considering how much control they've had in this game. Potter. Yarmouk down the left. Potter. And that's going to be a free kick. And will he be getting booked? Wanyeri? No, I don't think it will be. I'm having a look on the injuries for Brentford. Is Carvalho's not on the bench, is he, Chas? Can't see him. Bit of a mad one, that. He's not even injured, I don't think. Bit of a mad one, but it is what it is. Yeah, no Carvalho. Just checking there, chat. Great opportunity for Arsenal, for Brentford now to whip in a ball. Will it be an Mbeumo ball in? It will be. Mbeumo ball in. Cleared. On the right hand channel now. So it'll be a Brentford throw-in just on the halfway line down this right-hand side. Yeah, they are, Jen. It's not really nice, but thing is, you just, even though they build their big teams, but you just wanted another player on the conveyor belt of Real Madrid players, aren't you? And gives Trent what he's done for Liverpool. As we will speak about tonight as well. Brentford now. Come on, lads. Just speed the play up, man. Quicker. Vandenberg and Buemo. Whistle down the left. Oh, it's another poor ball again by Pot. I think Sharda needs to come on here. Big up there, Paul. Man alive, just dropped it off at half time. Just got back. What's happened, Paul? They've absolutely capitulated this Brentford back line, mate. It was awful defending, mate. Like, flecking their goalkeeper, just really gifted them goals. Obviously, Marino, another set piece. But it wasn't an amazing set piece. It was just down to poor defending from their point of view. And then, obviously, the Arsenal's third goal, a goal from Martinelli. Just allowed too much space in the penalty area again. Poor defending from their play, but been poor, really. As Max said. Yeah, but it hasn't, mate. I still think there's a Brentford goal in this. But just depends if Arsenal do punish them on the counter-attack, really. Ball forward here now. Arsenal really stop playing possession. Last couple of minutes. Lewis Potter down the left-hand side. Need to show a bit more heart, a bit more desire this Brentford side if they want to get anything out of tonight's game. Vandenberg. And another awful ball over the top there, chat. Awful ball. North London derby on the 15th of Jan. Yeah. Mark saying it'd be hard for a draw. Brentford have dropped off a lot. They have done. Yeah, as Paul said, I thought the Brentford keeper should have sent the ball out the corner for the Arsenal's first goal. Yeah. He's been one of the most solid goalkeepers, Paul, this season in the Premier League, Flecken. You could usually put your hat on him, really, to do a performance, but been disappointing so far tonight. Just really snatched at a lot of opportunities when it's coming inside his penalty area. But fair play for Arsenal if they can get hold of 3 points tonight. One of the most difficult, if not one of the most difficult grounds to go to in the league. Obviously, Brentford only been beaten once so far this season at home. But yeah, Paul, how have you been, mate? Hope you had a good New Year. Martinelli now inside the Brentford penalty area, down the right-hand side. And he's going to be offsides. Yeah, offsides. Will there be any changes for Arsenal? Possibly. But yeah, chat. Big up their songs. I reckon, after what his dad said, to get out with the club. That's mad, that songs. Yeah, I've seen that like the last couple of months. Disappointing to see that, mate, innit? Damsgaard. Flick it round the corner. That's better by Brentford. I think like Carvalho's like development has really stagnated. I think he's a lad with a lot of potential, really, but just hasn't really put in solid, consistent performances. Probably mainly because he hasn't been playing consistently, but even still, I don't think we still, at this moment in time, really haven't seen the best of Carvalho. Still only a young player as well, as we know. Ball down the right-hand side here now for Brentford. Needs to be a lot more movement from Brentford's forward attacking players here. Far too static in and around the penalty area. Need a bit more movement. Ball over the top here now. Wisser running on to the end of that. Very collected. Collected really well by David Ryan in the Arsenal goal. Possibly, mate. Yeah, because you look at Arsenal's squad, chat. When you take away Odegaard, well, what a ball that is for Jesus. Like, if Odegaard does get injured, you do wonder where's Arsenal's creativity would come from. Because I'm very surprised, like, Arsenal haven't got, not a like-for-like, because it'd be very expensive if you had to get a like-for-like replacement for Odegaard, because command a lot of money, but Arsenal have got a lot of money. They need to get a player in that would facilitate his absence, really. Because if Odegaard and Saka don't play, not really that many creative players in their team. Odegaard. Partey. I tell you what, Thomas Partey's played really well tonight, Chaz. Really well. Oh, it's just spun here. Yamaluk. Tell you what, Brentford need to switch this. Again, that's awful. Wow, Thomas Frank could be blaze on the halfway line. That opportunity there, Brentford need to switch that. You've watched us so far this season from Liverpool point of view. Just about switching the play, because it just opens up the pitch, doesn't it, really? Timber. Marino inside the penalty area. Flecken collected that. Yeah, true, mate. Ball in. Oh, tell you what an interception there by Gabriel. It's a lovely ball by Brentford down that right-hand channel. And Gabriel, he's fuming at his midfield players there. Yeah, Shardy's. It's going to be 4 Brentford substitutions. Fair enough. Which is understandable because Brentford have been absolutely awful the second half. Damsgaard's been shambles. Vandenberg's coming off as well. He'll be disappointed, but why is he looking at Thomas Frank like that? Tell you what, this lad's attitude. Respect your coach, man. You're coming off. Yeah, you're disappointed to be 3-1 down, but some managers like I get you, but Seth Vandenberg, that Brentford back line tonight's been absolutely utter shambles. Sharda coming on. Good player, him. Very surprised that he hasn't started. Wiss has come off as well now. I'll let you know who's just come on in a little second after this set piece. So Janssen on, Sharda on. Magnome as well has come on. Ball into the penalty area. Collected far too easy there by David Raya. But yeah. So Janssen on for Norgard. Ji-Sung Kim. He's come on for Seth Vandenberg. And then obviously Mbeumo's come off as well. Obviously Arsenal dominated possession. 56%. You look at the expected goals as well for Brentford tonight. They've only got 0.29. That just goes to show they haven't really created enough in this game. Yeah, Kevin Shard has gone off front for Wisset. 15 minutes left to go here. Would take an absolute big performance by Brentford, or an utter capitulation, really, in regards to Arsenal's defensive performance. But yes. Big up there, Nigel. How much did we get Vandenberg? I think it was like, chat, how much did we get for Vandenberg? It was like 20 25 million, was it? Yeah, it was like with add-ons. Arsenal making their trio of substitutions. Rice, Trossard, and Lewis Skelly coming on. Calafiori coming off. I tell you what, I do like Calafiori, man. He's a top player, top signing for Arsenal. It's exactly what they've needed over the last couple of seasons. Really adapted to the Premier League with quite a fair bit of ease, bit of quality really as well. But fair play to Arsenal in the second half. Really stepped up the levels. Similar to what Liverpool do in second halves this season. Merino, good game. But that Arsenal midfield was on it tonight, really. If it is to stay 3-1. And certainly, as we spoke about when we spoke about Saka as well, not really getting rested as much. But Declan Rice being rested tonight, which is really massive in the long view of it, because there's so many fixtures in the month of January, whether that be FA Cup, whether that be League Cup as well. For Arsenal, the games are coming thick and fast for everyone. Odegaard ball over the top. Very surprised they haven't taken Odegaard off chat, if I'm being honest. Like, just protect him. Yeah, Brentford. Anyone just tuning in tonight, if you're a Brentford fan or whatnot, been really disappointing. I mean, guys, it's so slow in possession. Really shifting that ball across the pitch as well. Just allowed Arsenal really to get into their shape really tonight. Not giving them any big opportunities off the ball. But it's quickly looking at those substitutions as well. Chat, obviously, Damsgaard did go off for Edmundo Paris. Maghoma as well, he come on. Lewis Skelly, Trossard and Declan Rice have all come on for Arsenal. Ball over the top here, Sharda. He's a big physical presence there, number 7. All down the left. Good switch here. Can he get that under control? Don't foul him. Why are you fouling him there, man? It's typical, man. Good play by the Arsenal midfielder there. I think if it is to stay 3-1, I think I'd give me man in a match to either Thomas Partey or Jesus has had a good game as well. But yeah, real good performance from those two tonight for Arsenal, if it is to stay 3-1. Long searching ball, and certainly worst player of the match has to go to Flecken in the Arsenal goal. Wow, referee! Are you going to be booking him? I tell you what, that ball over the top from Bemo was spot on. Thomas Franks slowly walking over to the fourth official. But I think the referees deemed that to be the ball to be too far ahead of the original free kick. Whatever. So I got away with one there, Arsenal, because Brentford were in. As You're Not Fit to referee goes around the stadium. Gotta love football fans. Yeah, chat, let us know your thoughts. Get your man in the matches in very soon as well. Was it Mark saying 20 million for Seb Vandenberg? Yeah, 2 goals up and I haven't invested anyone. It's mad songs, isn't it? Chat, if being honest. Like, if they succumb to any injuries, I'm sorry, Arteta, and like, Arsenal fans can't be complaining. It's up to your manager to rotate you 3-1 away, 3-1 up, away from home. You've still got Martinelli, you've still got Odegaard on there on the pitch, and we know Odegaard's had many of an injuries over the last couple of seasons. Mark, how do you rate Timber? I think Timber's really adapted well to the Premier League. Obviously, he got that early injury in his Arsenal career, which didn't help his development, mate, but I think he's been phenomenal for them, really. Ball into the penalty area. I tell you what, they've got away with one there, Arsenal. Yet again, Brentford just not getting bodies in the penalty area there. It seemed like a knotting ball into the penalty area. A transition that Arsenal should have dealt really well with better. But fortunate enough for Arsenal, there was no Embuemo at the far post. Fair play by Arsenal. Somehow they got that away from the penalty area. But yeah, quickly on that, Mark, I love Timber. Very good player. I think the main thing for Arsenal, keeping him fit, really. Because I think even tonight, where he's drifted into those central midfield roles, obviously playing that inverted role, sometimes he's occupied as an extra midfielder. In the first half, we see him trying to get in behind that Brentford back line, and Brentford didn't, on many of those occasions, didn't have a Scooby-Doo where he was, because he was just getting into some very good opportunities. I'd say he's had a good game as well, Timber. But good to see him back to full fitness, really, Timber. That bad injury he had at the beginning of his career at Arsenal. Like, Arsenal need more signings like Trossard, chat. So any Arsenal fans tuning in, you just need more signings like Trossard. Very good, solid player for your squad. Like, he's not going to play every minute, but when he comes in, he's going to provide that quality as well. It's going to be offside there, Jesus. Surely, referee. Yeah, offside. So, 6 minutes left in this game. You would expect Arsenal to see this game out now. But a goal in the next minute or two would make it interesting if Brentford did get a goal. I'll see. Will be Brentford's second home defeat of the season. Miraculously, they've scored 27 home goals. They are the highest scoring team in the Premier League from home so far, this Brentford side, which is a great stat for them. Obviously, Forest rocked up the week just gone anyway. At the weekend, just goes to show a big win from them. I think it was 2-0 for Forest. Obviously, Chris Wood getting a goal on that night as well. Well, I think for any opposition team to come to Brentford Stadium and really get all 3 points, you need to put in an absolute shift. That's certainly what Arsenal have done. They've capitalised on the headers from Brentford, but even still, this Arsenal side have created the opportunity. They've had shots on goal. They've got the ball into dangerous positions inside the penalty area, and Flecken's just absolutely flapped at every occasion. And you create your own looking football, as you'd always do for every side. If you're getting the ball into dangerous areas, getting ricochets, if you're getting shots away and all that, that's what it's all about. Not before time. He played well first half from Mark. Don't like Saliba though. He was supposed to be in the saving grace. Yeah, Saliba, top defender. Top defender, really. Oh, Paul. Yeah, me too, mate. Paul, chat. For the Reds in the comments. Saying, who's looking for Sunday? The main thing is, we need to step up. Not one of these where it's alright to us fans, hoping and praying that we get like an 8-0, 10-0 against Man United. But we'll fire up those lads going into Sunday's game. Doesn't really need any introduction. It's the biggest game in Liverpool's fixture every single season. It's the big one. No matter how good or bad United are on a season basis, we need to go into that game and absolutely just wallop them, lad. Need to. Yeah, chat, get your man and matches in if you are watching the games tonight or listen to the audio commentary. I'd say I'm going to give my man in a match to Thomas Partey for Arsenal. I think he's dealt with Brentford's attacking threat really well tonight. For Arsenal's man in a match, it'll probably be Flecken, really. He's played it. I'll tell you, wow. Gabriel Jesus, he's had his shirt well and truly ripped there. Did he not get a foul? How's he not got a foul when his shirt's ripped there? Wow. Oh, finally, it took Arteta to the 87th minute to take Odegaard off. If there's any Arsenal fans out there exactly knowing why your players are getting injured, it's your manager. Why is that Odegaard getting subbed at the 87th minute? Should have been off at 60 minutes, or when he got that third goal, get him off, protect him. Clearance by Arsenal. Well, fair play Arsenal tonight. Good performance from them. 2-0. Yes, thing is, Paul, yeah, 2-0 do it. Even a 1-0, mate. The most important thing is we pick up the points. Obviously, we got Tottenham in the League Cup as well this coming week, so the games are going to be coming thick and fast. A week tomorrow, we're going to be playing Arsenal. Not Arsenal, Tottenham, away from home in that game. Yeah. Songs, I don't think he even got a free kick for that, mate, did he? That's mad. I'm very surprised because usually the referees tell the players to go and get the shirts. Like, obviously, when they have a bit of blood on the shirt, which is understandable. But even, like rips, Jesus is still playing with it. Jesus' shirt looks like a dress on him tonight. Half of it's hanging off. It's mad. Must be saving the pennies on the kitmen. Or down the left. Jensen. Sharder. Needs to get his head up. That's awful by Kevin Sharder there. It was a good first initial touch, and then he's just allowed the Arsenal players to get back there. Ball forward here. Magoma. Ball into the far stick. And yet again, no one from Brentford is in there. Ball forward by David Aya. Yeah, big up there, Demo. Calvin Ramsey not even getting a game at right back for Wigan. Could be call for backup. It's Conor Bradley if Trent leaves. For me, though, Damo, that's bad, though. If he's not getting a game for Wigan, Damo, does that show how bad he must be? Has he been injured, Ramsey, this season for Wigan? Which is bad. It'd be interesting. But for me, if he's not getting a game for Wigan, he's certainly not going to be getting a game for Liverpool, if I'm being honest. Because you look at when Conor Bradley went on loan to Bolton. Like, all the Bolton fans absolutely loved him. I think he got their player of the season, Conor Bradley. I think that was the year where, was it Bolton won, like, the trophy? Oh, how's he not got that in, man? Millimetres away. Sorry to go Gary Neville there, chat. What a ball that was. Ball over the top. Why did he stop? Collins, like, get your head on that. Put him up front. Got better chances. As Paul said, he's never seen Ramsey play. Probably similar, mate. Yeah, big up there, Callum. Me too, mate. I think we all would. I went with 3-1 to Brentford tonight. Get him man in a match for Arsenal, for TNT. That's mad, that. Yeah, 4 minutes added on here, chat. But I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone that has tuned in tonight, everyone. We will be live in the next 45 minutes. I'll be live on Connor's show. So if you are wondering where we are live, make sure you do head over to the Cop Council Connor will be live, and we'll be speaking about a bit more about Trent as well. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Hopefully, Calvin Ramsey actually starts getting a bit more game time because he needs to in his development. Ball down the right hand side here for Shardet. Is the one last sting in the tail for Brentford. Ball into the penalty area, cleared by Thomas Partey. Tell you what a game he's had. My man in the match tonight, Thomas Partey for Arsenal. Declan Rice as well. Just needs to eat up the pressure now. Yeah, Mark, he just collapsed in the second half. But fair play to Arsenal. We said at half time they needed to step it up, Brentford and Arsenal, really. But I think I was expecting a bit more better from Brentford, than being honest. But fair play, Arsenal haven't allowed them really time on the board. They've limited them from a defensive point of view to not a lot of creative actions. So fair play, because that's been one of the most difficult things for a lot of teams when they come up against this Brentford side this season. They just love to score goals at home. The fact that they've only scored one tonight just goes to show a very good defensive display by Arsenal. But yeah, a minute left here, chat. Arsenal, you'd expect them to see out this game now. And that will put them 6 points behind Liverpool. Of course, as we keep on saying, we've got our game in hands, chat. So live standings at the minute. Obviously, Arsenal back up to second now. Just jumped ahead of Forest, who are third. So 6 points behind Liverpool, Arsenal. But they needed it. But Liverpool got our game in hands. Main thing is we do win our game in hand against Everton in a couple of weeks' time. But just focus on ourselves, chat. There will be twists and turns in this Premier League season. There will be for Liverpool, for Arsenal, for City, for Forest even as well. I do think the likes of Forest, the likes of Newcastle, likes of even Bournemouth as well, if they are still wanting to pursue a European spot this season, I think those teams in around like from 4th to like 8th. You look at Villa as well, top side, and that is full time by Arsenal. A very, very good performance from the Gunners tonight. Fully do deserve all 3 points tonight. Capitalised on all the quality there in the final third. But chat, a massive thank you again to every single one of you that has tuned in tonight. Really do appreciate it. Everyone. To Paul, to Callum, to Mark, to Everest as well. To John as well. Quickly on that one, John. Sorry, mate, I missed that one. Do you think we'll make signings to improve the squad? Hopefully, John. You know me, mate, after watching me all these years. I like to be a bit opportunist, really. I like to see Liverpool be. But if Liverpool don't strengthen, I think it won't impact our season, but certainly we could get 1 or 2 players over the line, really strengthening this squad, not just for this season's campaign. It would strengthen us, of course, it would. And certainly going into the next 2-3 years under Arne Slot. But main thing is we need to get those contracts sorted, John, mate. We need to get them sorted. We do. But chat, to Nigel as well, to Paul, to Jen as well, to Oliver as well, mate. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. To Tony, to everyone, to Russell, to Alan, and to everyone else, Matthias, to all of you that has tuned in tonight, and Mark, of course, doing the moderating. The absolute legend, mate. Really do appreciate it, Mark, as always. I appreciate all of you, the absolute legends. 6 points Arsenal behind this Liverpool side. Liverpool with a game in hand. But chat, we'll be live in a little good next half an hour to talk about Trent again and get your thoughts on it and have a little look at the potential developments that have happened over the last 24 hours off the back of what we've spoken about last night. But chat, massive thank you for all tuning in. If there's any Arsenal fans or Brentford fans, hit that subscribe button because we've got plenty of other Premier League watch-alongs on the channel as well. But Reds, for all the Reds in the chat, look after yourselves, and we'll see you very soon for another. If I don't see you later, have a good rest of your day tonight, and as always, see you later. Ta-da.